If you could add any mob to Minecraft, what would it be? Would you add more wildlife? How about more danger? In a world where you are alone with the only life around you being mobs to interact with, what would you choose? By now you're either thinking, geez, when is this guy going to get to the point? Or even, wow, this is a little dramatic, don't you think? Hello everyone and welcome to the journey of a lifetime. At least the lifetime of the next mob for Minecraft 1.17. My name is System Z, and if you didn't already know, Mojang will be hosting a live event on October 3rd, discussing the future of Minecraft and the next big update. Additionally, they'll be hosting the game's second official mob vote, where you in the community get to choose exactly what's next, and as well, what will be gone forever. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. It's completely free and you can unsubscribe at any time. Time for a history lesson. Back to the year 2009, when our friend the Creeper was the first mob introduced to the game. There is no doubt in my mind that nearly everyone on the planet could recognize the Creeper, even if they've never actually played Minecraft themselves. They've become one of the most iconic characters in the history of gaming, despite being a completely accidental creation. So, what's my point exactly? Ever since the addition of the Creeper, the universe of Minecraft has vastly expanded, adding new animals, mobs, and more over the course of the last 10 years. All of them were carefully selected, or as I like to say, carefully crafted to make Minecraft into the game we all know and love. Adding a mob into Minecraft isn't as easy as the community may think. The entire development team has to carefully consider the balance of nature and player progression before even thinking about expanding, so as to not break the flow of the game we all know and love. So, for the next mob in Minecraft, it isn't as easy as saying the first animal that comes to mind. Okay, now, the moment you've been waiting for. What could be the next mob for Minecraft 1.17? By the end of this video, I'm going to ask you to vote on a poll, featured in the iCard in the top right corner, letting me know which of these types of mobs you personally believe would be the best for the future of Minecraft. Because after all, you, the community, are the future, and your ideas and feedback does matter. So, let's get into it, shall we? The dark depths of the shadows of Minecraft's many dimensions are home to the aggressive mobs, the outcast, the illagers and vindicators, zombies and skeletons, and even the silverfish and endermites. They are what makes up the challenge of Minecraft. No matter the adventure, aggressive mobs will always be there to challenge your skills and encourage you to grow and become the strongest player you can be. They are crucial to the Minecraft ecosystem, so when you think of the next mob for Minecraft 1.17, does any part of you hope for another aggressive mob to add to the challenge? The first mob vote from 2017 resulted in the addition of the Phantom, which is likely now one of the most hated mobs in the game. And for what reason? If it was meant to be a challenge, it certainly fulfills that role, so what's the problem? I think many players realize that given the opportunity and control they had at what would come next, adding yet again another aggressive mob really didn't change the experience of survival Minecraft in the way they may have hoped. Personally, I had voted for Mob C, which was originally meant to be a mob that somehow allowed you to remove enchantments from your tools, a system we all now know as the grindstone. I know, crazy, right? So, if the next mob for Minecraft were to be the aggressive type, let me know in the comments why you would vote this way, and what you would hope to see as a result. That is the Wither, being summoned using 4 blocks of soul sand and 3 creatively obtained Wither skeleton skulls. One of 3 bosses in Minecraft, following the ocean monuments, Elder Guardian, and preceding the Ender Dragon. Minecraft isn't a game known for its boss battles. In fact, there are over 20 unique structures in the game, with only 3 bosses to go with them. It's time for more challenges. What if the next mob added to Minecraft 1.17 is truly one of a kind? A new boss for a specific part of the game. Perhaps a giant scorpion for the desert temple, or even a serpent for the fierce oceans of lava in the nether. There are plenty of areas in the game that could use a challenge, encouraging players to keep playing, building, and exploring to grow stronger. Boss battles are the staple of a good benchmark, giving a player's journey purpose. Personally, I'm hoping for the next mob vote to be substantially more important than something as simple as a generic mob. Boss battles not only add challenge, but also new content. What is the reward for defeating said boss? How do we get to them? Boss mobs add content and new features all around them to give them a place in the game. So, to get the most out of a community mob vote, if a new boss were on the list, my vote would be there. But let me know what you think in the comments below. What new bosses would you like to see for Minecraft? Before we continue, I'd like to briefly talk about a subsection of mobs that are often looked over. Villagers and illagers are the only other humanoids in Minecraft that could come close to being similar to a player. What if the next mob vote introduced pirates, wizards, or other versions of those mobs? Not only would that follow with more items and interactions, but also even structures and possibly even more dungeons. Anyways, I wanted to make sure to mention that before going on. So that being said, let's talk about wildlife. Minecraft's ecosystem is typically divided into 3 columns. There are the aggressive mobs, your zombies and your skeletons, and then of course the humanoids, as mentioned before, which leaves us with the animals, the wildlife. Over 50% of the population of the overworld is made up of passive animals, from fish to pandas, pigs to cows, and of course chickens to turtles. But even in a world so dense with wildlife, it can still feel incredibly lonely. This won't be for long though. Even if the next mob vote isn't for a passive mob, there are still countless confirmed animals for the game's future. From frogs to termites, to even goats and vultures. So the chances for the next mob to be another animal are pretty slim, which in my opinion is okay. A part of Minecraft is the unique and exclusive experience you get from playing the game, taking you away from the real world around you, as opposed to just replicating it. But nevertheless, if the next mob were to be an animal, what would you want to see? Owls? Bears? Even giraffes in the savannah biome would be great. The possibilities are endless, which is why I would prefer them in a wildlife update altogether. Speaking of which, what do you think the theme for the next update will be? If you haven't already, check out my video on Minecraft 1.17's next update by clicking the iCard in the top right corner on screen. Hey, look! You made it to the end of the video! And now that you know our options, it's time to vote on what type of mob you want most. You can do so by clicking the iCard in the top right corner. If you could pick the type of mobs for the next mob vote, what would it be? I realize that this video may not have been what you expected. So if you've stuck around until this point, I really appreciate it. I would love to be able to tell you exactly what's next for Minecraft, but unfortunately, that's something only Mojang knows and for us to find out on October 3rd. But I still wanted to make this video to see what's on your mind and how you would shape the game's future given the chance. Consider it an experiment. But that's gonna do it for today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing and turning on notifications so that you never miss an upload. You can also follow me on Twitter at SystemZ or by using the link in the description below for updates and sneak peeks at upcoming videos. Also, let me know in the comments below how excited you are for the upcoming Minecraft livestream on October 3rd. But that being said, my name has been SystemZ, you guys have been awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.